What is up? What up? Sam Slam here. Welcome back to a brand new slammed movie review. I decided to use the webcam. And I like look at the glare of glasses. We decided to use the webcam on this review. And I have to say right here, before I even do this review is gonna be shitty because this movie was so not this was an hour and 23 minutes, and that's usually a short movie, but there was not much. This was the slowest hour and 23 minutes ever in a movie that I've seen. And this is a sex comedy, by the way. We're continuing this sex comedy train. I was gonna do a commentary on this video, but I'm like, nah. I will do a commentary on My Tutor. My Tutor is probably the next sex comedy movie that I'm gonna watch. So be on the lookout for that. But this is the 1981's Going All the Way. This is the same year as I think. Come on, real quick. This is the same year as. Oh, shit. Trying to think here. This is the same year as Private Lessons was out. Same fucking year. And look what this shit this movie was very low budget compared to the Private Lessons film. This was it was just I don't know how to even per se this. This is just it just wasn't that good. It just wasn't that good at all. I mean, there were some parts that was funny, but this film I didn't get into. First of all, the quality of this film was one of the fucking things I did not like about this film. I couldn't stand the quality. I felt like I was watching like a 1970s like TV episode or something. I don't know. This is just weird. I mean, I just before I even spoil it and everything, it's a sex comedy. I mean, there was some other sex comedies that I should have chose before this, but then again, you know what? I am a critic. I like to talk about films, so I will watch and talk about it. Um, this is not when I was a horny 16-year-old boy, this would not be a film that I would watch. I mean, how would I know? I mean, there's this no. I'd rather watch Porky's. And speaking about Porky's, by the way, this is the reason why I even wanted to watch this film. It says in the poster, on the movie poster, the funniest movie about growing up since Porky's. Sometimes there's only one thing on your mind: sex. All going all the way. And no, and the thing is, this was like American Pie before its time. Pretty much is. I mean, but the class is all talking about sex with their teachers. They got the main story is this guy named Artie or Artie. I don't know. Artie, yeah, Artie is a typical teenager who wants to lose his virginity, but his girlfriend does not want to. His girlfriend, so is an unlikable character. Don't care. The main lead who plays Artie or whatever the fuck, because this says it's Arnie, and the fucking movie says Artie. I don't understand, but him was the starring lead, the character Arnie. What a big fucking goof this guy was. I'm not a fan of this guy. Just he looked like he was like a Freddie Prince Jr. gone wrong as fucking Fred and Scooby Doo. Weird motherfucker. And then also too with these girls they're with, like he's like Arnie's best friend. Who's Arnie's best friend? Reg. When they talk to these girls, are and like are they dating or not? Like, cause Artie and Monica, that's who he wants to fuck with. But the thing is, though, are everybody just friends with benefits, or just friends just trying to fuck each other? Because there's a scene which it involves a transvestite, which is two transvestites, funny as hell. I don't know how in the hell that was cool. I mean, that was funny as hell. Oh yeah, it was cool as hell. I that was funny because during that time, and because this is the most earliest adaptation of the transvestite. So I mean, since my watching movies of sex comedies or whatever movies with the transvestite, this is like the earliest I've seen of joking. Oh, this girl has a dick, you know. But the thing is, though, that's the main story, and his best friend Reg. His best friend Reg is He reminds me of a character. I don't know what movies he's been in, but let me see. Reg. John Colladon. He doesn't have anything. Doesn't have anything. I don't know, but his character was all right. The side, and then they go to school, and then they have the chicks. There's a chick named BJ. Like I said, Monica. Who else is in this fucking thing? Wendy, Roger, Boom Boom. There's all these characters, and the teacher, Mr. Stevenson. There's this nothing. There's this. They're trying to. Oh, you can get it on. You know. I don't really care. I just this film. The quality was just the shits. And then he had Bronk, who played by Joshua Cadman. This motherfucker Bronk. He's dating Candy, or is he fucking just Candy? Yeah, Candy Hardin in this film. She plays like the slut because Artie doesn't want to get with Artie wants to get with wants to fuck his girlfriend Monica, but she's like, no. But then Candy comes around saying, oh, you know, you gotta give your man what you love. She was gonna suck his dick. And she was gonna fuck him, and then he's like, "Oh no, I want to fall back in love with Monica." Da, da, da. Then Monica pulls out like saying, "I'm not a whore." She was a bitch. Monica, you in this fucking movie was a stupid bitch. I don't know. I don't really care. Then you have like Boom Boom, who's this like muscular woman who's a weight trained. Her and her crew called the Boom Boom Crew. Beating when they get their heart broken, they go off and shave people's heads or bitches guys' heads. When Brock got his ass kicked at the very end, that's the best part because he was a fucking dick every time. He was a fucking poor ass loser as a bully anyway. But there, it's the thing is, there's nothing really to expect here. Yeah, you see titties and stuff, cool, but I mean, at the end of the day, he already gets back with his woman. Let's go all the way. Oh, let's go all the way at the end, and they can fuck in the car. So I don't give a shit about this film. Like I said, this is like a fucking American Pie movie in the '80s. But it was just, at first I was liking it a little bit, but there's some parts there I like and I don't. But then at the end of the day, I'm not going to rewatch this film, and I'm not recommending this film at all. This film's like trauma-esque fucking pictures. I mean, the quality of this is probably the shittiest quality I've seen. Like low quality. That's what really killed it for me for this film. But that's just my partake. So that's my thoughts. Didn't really care for it. It's another sex comedy down the fucking window, but this gives a thumbs down. I mean, yeah, they had some cool fun spots, but there's nothing rewatchable. Like the quality of the film. It was the shits. This is on Tubi TV, by the way. It was the shits. Compared to the private lessons, the quality was amazing. But this was the shits. Sorry that this review sucked, but that's just how it is sometimes. These movies are great, and you can talk about them, but there's some movies like these that you're like, fuck this review. Who gives a shit? Because this who watches these videos anyway, and I don't give a shit. Like this fucking review fucking sucks, and this fucking movie sucks. It was just it was a time waster, somewhat, but at the end of the day, it was nothing really to give a damn about. So yeah, I'm Sam the Slam. This is the Slam movie reviews. If you like this review, I have tons more that are going to be kicking some ass soon, and I got a ton more. I have more on my channel, youtube.com/Sam the Slam. Give me a subscribe. Give me some comments. Give me some feedback. Are there any movies you want me to watch? Do you like the style of my entertainment? Oh yeah, am I entertaining? Would you like to watch me have or would you blah, blah, ADHD kicking in? Comment a movie you want me to watch. I might watch it. Well, you know I will watch it probably. Fuck it. But the thing is, though, at the end of the day, this is what I love to do. It's not a job, but it feels like a job. Every time I upload a video to the world, I love watching movies. I'm not a good reviewer, but I love talking about films. But I'm STS, and we'll see you again soon. Peace.